Welcome back to Smart Architectural Programming. Today, we're going to build a useful and fun project, a JavaScript expense splitter app. This app will help you and your friends or roommates split expenses easily. We'll go through the code step by step, so you can follow along and build your own version. Let's get started. First, let's set up our project. We'll create an HTML file, a CSS file for styling, and a JavaScript file to handle the logic. Here's our basic HTML structure. We'll create a simple form to input expenses and a section to display the results. In our CSS file, we'll add some basic styles to make the app look nice and clean. Now, let's move on to the JavaScript. We'll handle the form submission, store the expenses, and calculate the splits. First, we'll create variables to store the form elements and an array to store the expenses. Here's what's happening in the JavaScript code. 1. We add an event listener to the form to handle the submission. 2. When the form is submitted, we get the name and amount from the input fields. 3. We create an expense object and push it into the expenses array. 4. We call display expenses to show the list of expenses and calculate split to compute how much each person should pay. 5. In display expenses, we loop through the expenses array and display each expense. 6. In calculate split, we calculate the total amount, the number of people, and the amount each person should pay. Let's see our app in action. As you can see, when we add expenses, they appear in the list, and the total and split amounts are calculated automatically. This simple app is a great starting point, and you can expand it with features like deleting expenses, editing amounts, or even integrating with a backend to store data. That's it for today's video on building an expense splitter app with JavaScript. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more programming content. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. Thanks for watching, and happy coding!